Oh boy.
Hey,
Hello.
hey,
You made it.
I did. Yeah,
You've still beat the entire opposing team. So congratulations.
thank goodness. I was getting worried. I little wiping up, a little laying down some bleach, and now I'm here. Actually, almost made. I was like seconds away from making chlorine gas in my bathroom, but then I was like, I think I've heard something about this here bleach.
Yeah, that seems a little important to avoid doing, but
Yeah, I avoided it successfully.
I congratulate you on that one. Well done.
Thank you. One second. Okay. I'm here for good, I think.
No worries. Oh, pickaxe is stuck in an ARAM. Okay. Well. Cool.
Well, gotta do what you gotta do.
You don't really need a jungler for draft, right? You just throw down the trundle.
Yeah, you slam blue one Jarvan for them, and they smile and say thanks, I think.
Maybe we're in the wrong lobby.
Surely not.
Let's look. This is us. That does not match. I don't.
Is there a little tournament code incident?
Oh no, never mind. The hash at the top doesn't match. Never mind. I thought the hash at the top always matched, but it doesn't. Okay, cool. Well, let me look. No, that looks right. No, we should be good. That's what I sent you. Yeah.
I mean, I would say whatever you sent me, I'm here. At least we're
all
here
of Rodham's
together.
on the same page, and it looks like that's the one that's on the sheet. So, I think we're good.
Very nice.
We'll see if Yield KFC can make it.
Wait, is that one of our players?
No, they're the.
Okay.
We're playing against Kung Fu Cats. And their abbreviation's KFC.
Oh yeah.
And then their team name is Legio X. So, evidently the 10th team in the Roman Legion. Oh hey, there's somebody not from Rodham, so.
Maybe they'll look like the Kentucky Fried Cats after this series, maybe, mayhaps. And we've got subs tonight, right? In the bot lane, both?
Yeah, Colbrin and Lane are subbing.
Excellent.
Alright, well, now there are people. They were all just waiting to join at the same time. It's the intimidation factor, right?
Yeah, they gave us time to get in our own heads, and now they're here.
See, I feel like it's even better. You gotta show up all at the same time with the same icon. Really get in their heads. And it can't be a good icon. It's gotta be like the default Rose icon.
Yeah. Yeah, the ones everyone has. The little silly, goofy ones. You really can just take your choice of the purple caster minions, and that's that.
Blue for game one. Looks like they're red. Okay, cool. Well, let's see. They're still missing one. They gotta get in here in the next 3 minutes or they lose a ban. Pretty rough. Oh, they made it. I kind of appreciate that about Runeterra Academy. They don't fuck around with making you wait forever.
Yeah.
Just 5 minutes.
It's always weird when they're like, "This is the time that you're supposed to start," and then you have like 20 minutes. You know?
Yeah.
They're ready enough. Fast. Okay.
Lane's ready to go. Pushing the tempo.
Oh yeah.
He's got the
tempo.
Same,
I vowed I would say tempo as much as possible tonight. My debut on the Rodham stream.
Tempo's the big buzzword?
Oh, one of many, you know.
Okay.
But maybe the most infamous one, at least from the folks I talked to.
I was listening to Jat's podcast, and he was talking about how good tactical is at spacing. And I was like, oh, that meme's come full circle from when we used to make fun of that. Now we're using it as a serious phrase.
Yeah, it turns out professional AD carry double lift actually knew something when he was saying that. Really funny that people made fun of him so much for that, and then now it's just a real... I don't know, now it feels like it's a well understood concept, right? Like it feels like it's pretty simple, but for some reason it felt like he got just laughed at. How long ago was that?
Oh, I don't want to age myself on that one. I don't know.
Ooh, that was like 2015, I think.
I should probably post this in a couple more places. See if we can get some viewers.
Do a little plugging. They're starting the draft. Begun.
Cool. I'll do something about that in a second. It saves us from having to stall for extra time. Cool. Alright, well, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, officially to the Return of the Middlesticks cast. This is Runeterra Academy Junior League Week 1 addendum. This is a day after the official start date, but we played Senior League 2 days early, so who really knows anymore. I'm Maris, and my co-caster making his stream debut is Lexus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hello. So we've got Return of the Middlesticks Darkwind on the blue side, and Kung Fu Cats Legio X, presumably Legio 10. Presumably they're all Roman and also Kung Fu Cats, which is pretty remarkable. But yeah, we've got Diana, we got Jin, we got Corky, we got Zillion, and a sixth person will probably be sitting on the bench for this game. So, number one, how are you doing tonight? Number two, anything stick out to you in these bands?
I'm doing all right. Had a little incident, but I don't know. Is the Diana and the Lee Sin gone? It's interesting. I assume those are just pocket picks, but the Caitlyn band on red side is just kind of weird to me, I think. Because, you know, now Rodham's got the Jinx, and then Caitlyn is normally what you'd want. Maybe as a response. Maybe slam a little Kate Lux, but instead, maybe we're going to see the Rat. Oh. Or not. Sure. Yeah, Ashe, I guess.
Ashe.
But, yeah. That's Ashe. Ashe is Ashe. I don't know. I feel like you know, there's more meta ADCs out there, but Ashe is Ashe. We'll have to see what they pick around it, really. But who in the? Okay,
they're threatening old school. Okay, so they're all about hovering.
They're threatening a lot.
Yeah. All right, Zinzao, the first jungler off the board. That feels relatively normal. That's a pretty stock standard jungler for right now. You can play up tempo with it.
Oh yeah, up tempo. Yeah, Zinzao and maybe Rodham responds. Yeah, they do, with the other champion that is untargetable in their little circle, Gwen. It'll be interesting to see if that's a flex pick. I don't really know if Rodham plays it in the jungle, but if they do, it's not a bad matchup into the Zinzao. It can duel him pretty well at most points in the game.
Yeah,
and a Soraka.
It feels like a weird cards pick, right? He's normally, like, he's got the Nardinals 29, but used to seeing him on, like, Gnar or Scion or kind of bruisery champions. The Gwen, I don't know if it's outside of his comfort zone. You know, I haven't watched him play in quite a while, but interesting to see that. And then the Soraka taken, presumably for lane, I guess could be the
Yeah,
Mid laner
after
at this point.
LCS,
Yeah.
I think everyone's worried about Soraka mid. I think. I feel like he'd perform all right into Vex. Maybe get pushed in a little bit, but that just sounds like Soraka. I don't know. I do not know anything about that champion mid. I'll be honest with you. I just know your jungler goes burr.
So you've got Vex with Xin Zhao. As big boy jungler yourself, do you like that mid jungle combo? Do you feel like that blind kind of
Yeah.
gives you a lot of priority?
Yeah, I think it's a pretty good 2v2 because the Vex Sphere is able to set up a lot for Xin Zhao in ganks and in skirmishes, right? Because Xin Zhao is kind of obviously he's the strong early game, probably one of the strongest early game jugglers, and then Vex makes it really easy for him to land the wind becomes lightning on different targets, and it'll be interesting to see if they get any kills in mid or around mid just with that combo. But I think it also they just sound like they're gonna team fight and skirmish together pretty well throughout the game because that's kind of what Vex likes to do, I think.
Yeah.
Compared to like more traditional control mages, she really can get in there and beat people up sometimes with a partner like Xin.
So we've got Olaf, Nocturne hitting the ban list, as well as Thresh and Victor. All very understandable. Do you worry a little bit about Pickaxe's jungle pool getting pinched into the Xin Zhao? Are those good bans from Kung Fu Cats?
I think they are definitely targeted bans because Nocturne is not the highest priority champion here, or at least in the current meta. But he's he's playable. I see the respect on it, but there's still a couple champions available that challenge Xin pretty well. Things like Jarvan, you can play Hecarim, obviously Trundle. There's still a lot of options.
Yeah, and the
You could
Camille
even,
locked in.
or the Gwen
feels-
exists as well.
Yeah, the Camille lock-in feels pretty natural. Like that's a good matchup into Gwen, right? You have to kind of be expecting that one, and they didn't tailor they didn't pinch the top lane pool at all. So that feels like a rough matchup if that is going to be the top lane Gwen, and now it almost assuredly is because there's a Rek'Sai in my game.
Hey, there could be the Rek'Sai top, but no, probably. It looks like they were afraid of Gwen or Vex support maybe, so they hadn't banned Victor anyways. Just take that off the table. But it's definitely a little weird to blind pick your top and then not to try and pinch the other top pool as well. And then Ahri, new champ, or rework champ, soft rework champ. She plays kind of the same, but she's pretty good, I think, right now. Ahri, you like to see that locked in, I think.
Yeah, this is a really interesting draft from Rodham. You have the big priority champion that we've seen a billion times in the Jinx, but then this is a lot of, I don't want to say niche, but more comfort style champions with the Gwen, Soraka, Rek'Sai, and Ahri, not champions that we've seen a whole lot of. And the Pyke is going to be the final counter pick for Kung Fu Cats.
Yeah, wow. Pyke's interesting. I feel like they have a ton of setup for their Pyke. So I don't know. It sounds like it sounds like it's going to be an interesting champion to see. If the Pyke's well executed, I feel like it could really have a great time in this game. Might get his ult canceled by a Soraka, his ult reset stopped by a Soraka heal, but
yeah, I was gonna say Soraka feels almost like a champion that seems well suited. If you're going to play an enchanter into Pyke, that's probably the one that you want, right? Because you can use the heal to kind of heal back above that kill threshold. You can put him on top of the silence zone and just make sure that he doesn't have any mobility for a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. It seems like a little bit of a dangerous game, right? If they don't control their lane well, Soraka might be in danger, but it doesn't seem like a terrible matchup. I can't say I'm too versed in the Pyke Soraka matchup. It's not one I've been seeing the most, I think, in any level of play, but it'll be interesting, I think.
I just look back.
Pyke's one of those champs that he gets crazy in bot lane, or he gets around the map and makes stuff happen, so it should be fun.
Yeah, I just look back at chat. Holy frick, is that the Lexus GX 470, that hunk of an esportsman himself? Have you seen what he can do on a god champion Trundle? And don't even forget his acumen and credentials in the hit popular game Among Us. Pumped to see how this saintly being graces us with his casting prowess. Firelight's got you. He's got
Yeah.
that the whole resume basically right there, right?
Yeah, I mean, not only does he know I play Trundle, he knows I'm a, highly renowned Among Us champion. So we've got that going.
Yeah, is that like a big competitive scene?
Yeah, we've got seasonals coming up pretty soon. I don't know. It'll be pretty exciting. I'll be streaming with a 30-minute delay this weekend, so tune in then.
All right. Well, let's take a look. We want to throw a bet out there for this game. Does anything look fun to throw some points down on for you?
Oh, I don't know. I'm indecisive as far as things like this. You choose. You choose.
All right.
I don't want to get crazy yet. Maybe next game I'll think about it. It's quite a logo they have, the Kung Fu Cats.
Yeah, I can't decide. I've been looking at it. I can't decide if it's supposed to be Rengar or if it's not. If it's just like a regular cat.
I think it's just a cat. If it's Rengar, that's some real fan fiction Rengar.
Well, he's got like the thing in the middle of his forehead, right? Or is that not a Rengar thing? Maybe I'm just losing it. I haven't seen that champion in a while, luckily.
I don't think that's a. He doesn't even have his bone tooth necklace. I don't know. I don't think that, or Rengar's thing is he has like the little eye patch.
Yeah.
Right.
No, that's true. Yeah. So then, follow-up question: are you supposed to have a knife when you're doing kung fu? I thought that was like all hand to hand, right?
I will be as honest as I can and say I just don't know enough about kung fu in that regard. I'm a big Among Us guy, and you might see there's not a lot of overlap there with the martial arts, but they are also cats, so the rules might be different.
Okay. This is maybe kind of a weird question, but we're gonna try it. Which top lane tower is gonna die first? Is it Rodham's or the Kung Fu Cats? See how that goes.
I can already feel any top laners watching formulating their comment about, well, that prediction is just which jungler goes top lane first.
Yeah, so you gotta have a good feeling for that too. We have some early game jungling. Let's get you talking about that.
Yeah.
All right, you've got Rek'Sai versus Xin Zhao, right?
Yeah.
How does this? Are they looking to fight each other? Like, these are both pretty early game junglers, right? They spike pretty hard at like level 2 and 3. Are they looking to? Does one of them win early against the other one? Are we looking to see them like get out and skirmish, or does one have to play more defensively? How does this matchup play out?
It's a little weird, and I don't know if they necessarily. I think Xin Zhao and Rek'Sai in the 1v1, if they just pull up on each other, I'm pretty sure Xin Zhao's winning because that champion is not really okay. It's not like it's a total stomp, but Rek'Sai is also pretty strong early. But I think as far as Rek'Sai, Rek'Sai's really looks for more of like a 3 camp into a gank. Xin Zhao can do the same thing, can also opt for like a 4 camp or 5 camp. Xin Zhao is a little bit has some more options. I think that where we're probably going to see them meet, if they do meet, is going to be around this mid lane where they both have some degree of setup. For the Rek'Sai, right? It's kind of hard to play for your Jinx Soraka. It's not impossible, depending on how the lane is, but it's hard to force anything in bot lane. It's hard for you guys to stop Camille out of hookshot. It's hard to lock that down. But in mid lane, you've got Charm. For the other side, Xin Zhao is a Fear. So you could see something there going on around level 3, around Crab Spawn. Both junglers obviously are just wanting to try and get out make some plays with their early damage and get a lead. But I think since I was under less pressure, Scale's a little bit better as a team fighter. Rek'Sai is not really, right? He doesn't have the 5 seconds of immune. So it'll be interesting. I think that if they go even, then Zinzao's winning. So I think there's a lot of pressure here on Pickaxe to kind
Then
of find something, you know.
yeah. So while I have you, I've seen this jungle path twice in the last couple of games. I hope you loaded straight in. I don't
I
know.
did.
Okay.
I'm in
The
right now.
spectator thing has been notoriously buggy, so
I got you.
hit the plus sign just to make sure that we catch up to the exact same spot.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm all the way.
cool. Um, but while I've got you, there's been a weird jungle path that two opposing teams have done 2 nights in a row against us. It's on red side. You go red Raptors Gromp into a bot lane gank. I didn't know if that's like a normal thing that we're just going to see now, or if that was just kind of two weird coincidences in a row.
Yeah. This path. So the reason people do Red Raptors into Gromp is because it's the fastest level 3 path in the game for a majority of champions. The only way it wouldn't be is if you have a really awful Raptors take at level 2, which almost all junglers can handle. Oop, ward goes down for Camille. And it's also a versatile path, right? Because you go Red Raptors Gromp, and you can look for gank in your side lane on Gromp. If you see an opportunity mid, you can look. Maybe you want to invade, you can look for that. And then you also have the option of just doing your blue buff, and then you look again, and if there's nothing there, then you just go to your wolves. And it's so you have a lot of options, but this is the fastest thing, gets you to level 3, so you're ready right away, like 2 minutes, 30 seconds. You can go make a play if you need to, or you can just finish your clear from there. But it's a lot better than doing like red and then your raptors and then your wolves and then you're still level 2 and you can't look. You know.
Yeah, that's
So
really interesting to me. Is that red side exclusive, or is that something that you'll see blue side do as well at times?
no, you can do it on blue side as well. I mean, it's uh, same XP, so it's just a different side of the map.
Well, I just didn't
I
know if
think
it was like harder to get in because of the way the map is curved or something weird like that. But
uh, maybe like situationally, now, the path got a lot more popular. I think that people started doing a lot more when Kiana actually got buffed for the jungle, because Kiana used to be really infamous for that path. She has good raptors. She doesn't have a good full clear, so she would just do red raptors gromp and go get her level 3 gank off right away. And then people realized, oh, you can do that on Xin, you can do it on Jarvan, you can do it on Viego, you can do it on all these champs. So
all right, so then this Zinzao's path is red blue Gromp. Um, is there an advantage to that, or is this just a maybe a little mistake here from King Ravarus?
it's I wouldn't call it a mistake necessarily, right? It's just it's like the old school red raptors grump.
Okay.
This is what you would normally do for level 3. It just takes a little bit longer, but there's nothing
Okay.
wrong with getting out with both your buffs.
All right. Well,
Kind of
he's
the
scooting a boot to bottom lane here, gonna get spotted on the ward, but the hook lands onto Colburn. They'll pull him back in, and it's first blood secured for Slam Depu. God damn it.
yeah. I'll let you speak those words.
um, yeah. So. First blood for the Kung Fu Cats in the bottom lane, and taking advantage of the early level 3 for King Ravarus.
Yeah, I mean King Rappers didn't even get an assist. It was really just
Oh, well.
he was there, so I guess they may have felt not compelled to fight back, but I think they just hit level 3 and
Oh, and now
did it to
Lost
him.
just kind
What
of sneaking
a
around
little
here. He's going to get spotted by King Ravarus. Hits the W. I don't think that he can take the fight just yet. Now the charm going to land. Pickaxe is here over the wall. Hits him with the Void Seeker, but everybody just going to back off for the time being. Pickaxe going back to farming his jungle camps up in his tempo, right? He's got the extra jungle camps on King Ravarus and could maybe look for that top crab, maybe even look for a cheeky little invade if he suspects that King Ravarus hasn't been back in his jungle.
Yeah, I mean Pickaxe, he did his 3 camps, didn't really see an opportunity top, which like I said, it's hard to gank for the Gwen, and then maybe something mid. No, we're gonna get the crab. Didn't really have a look mid, and then Zin got to bot lane first, so just went, did a little full clear. I think he skipped his Raptors because they knew they had a ward on it, so he's trying to be a little sneaky.
Now maybe looking mid. Lost doesn't have his charm up. He went in over, gets the knock up onto Fonzo, getting some damage down, and forced the flash out of the mid laner. So Little bit of success there from Pickaxe, assuming that he can return there. Not as much as in the bottom lane, but um, despite the first blood, ROTM still hanging even in gold, so hitting the minions pretty well so far.
Yeah.
Cards is in trouble though. He's got no mana, and Aslor just tunneling down on him. Pickaxe is here, gets the knockup just to try to disengage. Card's looking for a way in, but I don't think that he really wants it, and Pickaxe is going to have to blow his own flash. Just going in to help defend his buddy and has to sacrifice his summoner spell for it.
Yep. It's kind of tough. Aslor gets a really good trade onto cards. His wave's not in a good spot. His jungler's there. But only the Ghost expended, Ghost Ignite, same cooldown, right? So, or
Yeah,
takes that trade, I guess.
That sounds right. Another hook gonna land onto Colburn. He's doesn't have any summoner spells, so this is a tough out for him. Lane can heal him up, and unfortunately, I don't know what I want to call him. I guess Slam is fine. Just walks onto the Flame Chompers, so they can't continue chasing that one. And Lane will be able to heal him back up, plus he's got some biscuits of his own, so they should be all right. They had a little shove in early. This is kind of interesting. Slammed has 3 longswords to Colburn's 2, so a little advantage down there.
Well, you know what they say, more longswords is more damage, so you just have to keep picking them up. Yeah, I don't know. Looks like it's going to be a little rough in the bottom lane. As long as Corbin's flash is down, doesn't feel like they can really step up. You're going to have to see if they make any move or dive here, because that would just be a disaster if King Ravarus can walk down here. But
yeah, this is rough for them anyway. It's the double sub bottom lane for ROTM. They probably haven't played too many games together down there, so just trying to, get that kind of, basic communication, basic laning down your first game, and you're getting dove by a Zenzao. Like, it's a little rough start for them, but I do like that Colburn is completely even in farm. Meanwhile, in bottom lane, Pickaxe is going to get caught, pulled in by the Pike, and Mitsuki gets a kill, but in mid lane, they're going to even it up as Cardinals is roamed down, and somehow they're able to find the Vex. We didn't see either of those setups happen, but it's 1-for-1 cross-map.
Yeah.
And now King Ravarus is going to get charmed by Lost, just getting some more autos down. He's pretty out of mana, so won't be able to continue that one. But yeah, really weird trades cross-map.
Yeah, everyone just kind of poking at each other. Feels kind of the mid and bottom side. A couple people die, and we just go back to what we were doing. The wave bot goes back to being a little hard, and
Lane not able to land that Q means that he's going to take a chunk, but not going to get super punished yet, and Colburn and Lane should be able to grab a back here.
Yeah, it's a really tough reset if they hold this here, but probably better than just staying and getting abused a little bit. Colburn will have flash up by the time they get back, so shouldn't all be bad. But yeah, we saw mid lane reap the rewards of Pickaxe's earlier play. Cardinals can roam down and pick up a kill on the flashless Vex. I think Pickaxe is a little bit behind in XP to Ravarus from just some of the plays that have been going down. Even though Ravarus has no KP, he was level 5 to level 4, I think, in that skirmish down there. So
yeah, must have just leached a little bit XP on his gank bottom lane or something like that. Fonzo and Lost going to trade it out. That should slowly start to go the way of Lost. He's got the completed Lost chapter, his own item, compared to Fonzo sitting on some pieces currently. So the longer that goes on, the more mana Lost can throw at Fonzo. Should be okay for him.
And Ari's a champion that's been performing really well on this patch since they gave her the little mini update, right, where she just resets her dash on those 3 seconds takedowns. So I'm interested to see how Lost can play it. It's supposedly extremely strong.
Yeah, Mitsuki gonna land another hook, force the flash out of lane. Into the Enchanted Crystal Arrow. Slam just trying to get those autos through, but the charm in mid lane lands onto Fonzo. Lost will dash in, they'll get that auto down. In the bottom lane, though, Slam looks like he walked a little too far forward, got punished. If we're seeing a level 6 here from Colburn, this could be really devastating for Slam. Gets hit by the zap, I just don't think he could get into range. They have to be careful for Mitsuki, though. The death from below doesn't land, and the kill goes the other way as Colburn hits level 6. He'll find the double kill on the resets. Really well played by Colburn in Lipo lane.
Oh yeah, Lipo lane turns on the freaking jets, dodges the Pike ult, and yeah, Colburn hit 6 right away. Did not really look like they were like slammed and Mitsuki were ready for it. Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know. It's just a nice play.
yeah, and the kill in mid lane's going to unlock the dragon as well for return to the Middlesticks. So a decent swing for them in the past couple of seconds. And Fonzo going to hit the ult. Flashes in with
Ooh.
the fear. Oh, the flash from Lost. And the tower shot is enough with the ignite. Lost turns that play around in mid lane. Fonzo getting too aggressive. And ROTM with another kill in mid. They're up 5-2, and they'll get a push in mid.
Yeah, no, if I'm being honest with you, while that was happening, I was waiting for Fonzo's Ignite to come out with the way he's playing that, and then I realized he doesn't have Ignite. A little enterprising there, but Sirocco does come out, so at least he's able to take that away, you know? He's making the future play for his bot lane.
Yeah, for sure. And cards showing, um, kind of the
Could be a
I
dive.
just realized I misspoke earlier. Gwen is good into Camille. It's not the other way around. This is a self counter pick by Aslar. Anyway, that's a
Ooh.
self counter pick.
Ooh.
I'm trying to make this work. It's not. It's a 1-for-2 in the top lane. A little bit of a botch dive there by Cards and Pickaxe. They do pick up the kill, but they both fall in the process.
Yeah, Pickaxe just got locked up. Was tanking tower aggro. Aslar did a good job of stopping him from being able to ult and drop aggro, so lost.
Lost?
Fonzo.
Yeah, still looking for some trades here in the mid lane. Not able to find the charm, which is that big catalyst for the damage from Ari. And now just desyncing his ultimates. So Fonzo's is going to come up here soon. I forget what the Vex ult is called. I'm going to cheat and look. It's Shadow Surge? That's a dumb name. All right. I won't remember that.
Shadow Surge. Yeah. Do you have a favorite? Ooh.
Well, the hook going to land from Mitsuki, and he'll take him to the depths. The shutdown goes to the pike, and he'll share that cut with Fonzo. So starting to accelerate the gold a little bit toward that mid lane, and a couple of good plays. Pickaxe, what in the world? All right,
Oh.
well,
Oh no, buddy.
um,
Ah.
well, he's also just showing solidarity, going to the deep
Yeah.
with Lost. Another cut gets shared with Fonzo, so um, you can see that start to stack up in the gold count. Kills are even. The farm, overall probably slightly in favor of ROTM, and they're down 1,500 gold.
Yeah, and some of it's coming out of plates in bot lane, but I think a lot of it is probably just that extra 600 gold from Pike, right?
Yeah, now Mitsuki gonna go around the world, headed to the top lane to see if he can get all of the cuts onto some of his friends. Cardinals though fighting back, trying to play this well. It looks like his ult is timed out, so won't get taken to the depths here, and that hook won't land because Gwen is immune, as it turns
Gwen
out.
is immune. Gwen
But
is immune.
King
They
Reverus
had
is there with the Rift Herald. Ooh, Charm not quite going to land in mid lane. Lost still takes a big chunk out of Slammed. And ROTM has to try to respond. Cards is sticking around. He's on pretty low health, but he's got Sirach in his back pocket, so the health potion keep him up. He even burns the ultimate just to make sure that Cards can get there and farm it out. Super Mega Death Rocket didn't quite hit Aslar to fully recap, and now we're back to farming for a little bit, hopefully.
Yeah, they getting a little crazy. That's what I was saying. The fight gets around and stuff happens. I don't know. They had the Sirocco the whole time for Cards actually, so I feel like he was safe. Bot lane's up here now.
Yeah,
I guess some plates for Colburn.
yeah,
Why
Dragon's
not?
going to spawn here in 110, so that's interesting that ROTM is kind of deprioritizing that by sending their top lane, or their bottom lane to top lane. Means that they won't be able to contest this here in a minute, and it should be like vision control for Kung Fu Cats if they want that, which, again, they're also resetting a little late, and it doesn't seem like they want it. So my analysis is out the window. What do you have?
I don't know. I what I was wondering is I wasn't really watching where Colburn was going prior to them being there, so I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if they just walked out of base to respond to the Herald, but either way,
I think Lane was headed up there because of the Herald. I don't know why Colburn followed him exactly. That's the one point I'm not sure about, but now
he
everybody
couldn't
kind of.
stand to. Oh, you go, you go.
I was gonna say now everybody's kind of converging toward the dragon as we'd expect. I'm down for the
Yeah.
joke though. What punchline?
Oh no,
are we
I
gonna-
was saying.
Okay.
I don't know. I was just gonna say Lane couldn't stand, or Colburn couldn't stand to be without his substitute brethren. couldn't be alone for a moment. Kind of missed him for a little bit when he saw him walk top, so
Yeah,
got
Crab
on up there. But
right now is in favor of ROTM, so this is all in vision. They can see Kung Fu Cats hanging out there. Cards is unleashed on his teleport, so is Aslor, so both top laners can rejoin, and now the Dragon's started
ooh.
up by KFC. Zap's going to land. They're going to try to get them off, and now both junglers are on it, and the 50-50 goes to Pickaxe on the smite. They'll take down King Reverus as well. Teleport channeled a little bit late, and Aslor is here just to try to save the day, but he cannot as he falls. Lost looking for anything on the end of that one. Not going to find it, but it's 2 kills and a dragon in favor of RTM.
Yeah, Cards got there first. Seemed like they kind of backed out a little bit.
Oh,
And
Lost still looking for it. Charm does land onto Slammed. The Jinx ult just a little bit wide does slam into the Pike back behind. Pickaxe will pick up the kill as they're diving in between the Tier 1 and Tier 2 in bottom lane. That's not the one that we need for the prediction. That's a big minion wave. I don't know if that's enough drama to pan up there, but first tower going to go down in the bottom lane in favor of ROTM. They've got about a 1,000 gold lead.
yeah, I don't know. Red side tower
Oh,
voters.
we're still going at it. King Reverus really wanted his Gromp, and now the Rek'Sai ult will come out and take him down. It's a killing spree now for Pickaxe. He had a rough start to the game, but has really picked it up through the last couple of minutes. Has a finished Prowler's Claw as well.
Yeah, and that's when Rek'Sai is strongest, right? Right now, right at this Prowler's Claw. I don't know. If I were the Kung Fu Cats, I'd be looking to try and stay away from Pickaxe for the time being. So once the second items start to come through, Rek'Sai's already falling off. But this Prowler's Claw, it's a lot of damage. The mobility with the knockup is really huge. And now Pickaxe is up 2 levels out of pretty much just that dragon fight right on King Reverus. So they risk him getting out of control here in the next couple minutes, I think.
Yeah, now the squad from RTM moving toward top lane. Colbrin and Lane walking up together with Lost, and Aslor will know about it right now as Lipo Lane walks over the ward.
Yeah.
And there's not going to be an answer or anything happening, hopefully. Well, things are happening, whether I want them to or not. Aslor on the lane, looking to get the trade in. Lost just picked up the blue buff, so a lot of his stuff is on cooldown because he was trying to throw it into the buff to get it. Ash Arrow gonna... Oh, it lands! He kills Lane up in the top lane. The snipe from Slammed from all the way down in the red side jungle. Lost with a happy feet, able to dodge out of the hook from Mitski, but KFC putting the pressure on in top lane. They're here for the full 10-piece meal.
Yeah, I got the whole bucket up in top lane. No, that is funny. The lane played pretty well there. I mean, he flashed the Pike ultimate, so it was off reset. He got a little funny blast cone, and then it's the silly things that get you every time. You know, I would bet you in comms, Lane probably said, "Oh, I'm fine," about half a second before the arrow connected. It's always the little goofy things.
Rift Herald up here in 30 seconds is going to be the next objective that presents itself on the map, and Lane is going to face check his Inzao, unfortunately, right before that. Colbrin gets chunked very low, almost assassinated by Fonzo. Lane is somehow still fine, but they're going to hook in Lost and be able to take him down. King Reverus finishes up his first kill of the game, and a little pick in the mid lane now for the Kung Fu Cats, and we'll see what they can get off of it. It looks like the Rift Herald is going to be their objective. And the top lane tower, unfortunately for X-Craze in the chat.
Oh no. I told you, red tower voters in shambles. No, it feels like Rada might be doing a little more fighting than they really...
Yeah.
A little more fighting than they are wanting to as a team, right? Because Kung Fu Cats are... Ooh, wow, close. Kung Fu Cats, it feels like they have a man advantage in all of these plays, right? It feels like they're always having an extra player, no matter who it is, and
yeah,
makes you feel like these aren't really planned events by Rodham.
Yeah, and it feels like a lot of that has been off of the roaming from Mitski. He hit level 6, and he's basically just abandoned his AD carry. He's going wherever he wants around the map, and he's been the catalyst for a lot of these plays that have happened.
Mm-hmm, for sure. And King Reverus, I swear, he has to have some like ghost kill participation or something. Because I don't know how he's only 1, 2, and 0. Because it feels like he's been at every single play pretty much.
Yep, and
Getting a little unlucky on the tags.
now the Cat's going to go ahead and drop down the Rift Herald in mid lane. They'll be able to take down this mid lane tower with relative ease. ROTM looking to respond. There's 5 seconds to go on that Mountain Dragon. And this could be KFC looking to get the pressure in mid and parlay that into the Dragon. A very classic play, but we'll see what happens to him as another charm onto King Ravers chunks him down to about half en route.
Yeah, there's a really great flank ward for Cardinals, for Gwendolyn's. And also the minion wave is pushed up. I don't
Our
know if
team a
Kung Fu
little
Cats has much.
indecision. They were looking like they wanted to pressure that mid lane tower there for a second, but instead choosing to walk in to this entrenched vision for Kung Fu Cats. Oh, the ultimate gonna land onto Lipo lane because Cardinals is immune, and immediately the Soraka falls at the backside of this fight. It's falling apart pretty quickly for ROTM. Pickaxe trying to finish off the Ashe, but there's just so much healing. He almost does. Oh my goodness, that was a lot of damage, but it's the double kill for Pyke. Asler cleans it up, and it's a 5-for-0 on that fight for KFC.
Gwen is immune? Question mark. Okay. It's a little silly. You would almost feel like you might rather have Cardinals tank those, right? And then lane can heal them up or something in the middle of it all going on. But instead, it all sails right by the Gwen, and I don't know. Nails Cardinals. First dragon picked up, and it's gonna be a gold lead going over to the Kung Fu Cats. It's not. I don't know. I still think that this game's pretty up in the air, even though it feels like kind of a big, what do the kids say, tempo swing for the Kung Fu Cats, but...
Yeah, it's definitely been a little mid-game swing for KFC. It feels like a lot of these last couple of plays have been answering some Rodham over aggression. They've been able to match that, and then that dragon fight was very emphatic. The 5-for-0, really not a whole lot of threat onto most of the members of KFC. I think Slammed was the only one who was particularly low after the fight, and we'll see if Rodham can turn it on. Just the little misstep maybe of Gwen being immune at the wrong time, having that Astro slam into Lipo lane, maybe that completely changes that complexion of the fight.
Yeah, maybe. But also, even though they were able to start working their way into the river, right? KFC just had way more control. They had more vision. I think that if you get, like, the only real angle is maybe you can get Cardinals coming in on a flank there, and then you can kind of collapse on it. But KFC did exactly what they wanted to do, right? Which is they landed an Ashe arrow, and then they just piled in with Vex, and
Ooh, Lost getting the ult out of Aslor, and that means that he's fully committed to it. Pickaxe finishes him off. That's a big shutdown. Ravris and Mitsuki looking to make a play on the other side of the map. They've chased Cardinals off of the minion wave, and now continuing a little more aggression, even forcing his ghost out. And, trying to get anything that they can on the other side of the map. It doesn't look like they'll be able to really get a whole lot, though.
Yeah, their mid lane's just pushed so far in. So KFC's going to have a lot of free reign up there on the top side. We can go in and reclaim some vision. Yeah, no, I don't know, you see the power of Rek'Sai in there. Aslord, it felt like, has been a menace in some of these skirmishes and fights. He just ripped apart by Pickaxe over there, but...
Yeah, 5-2, the 2-item Camille should be, maybe the strongest person in the game. I don't think... I'm checking. Should be the strongest person in the game. I'll say that with some confidence as your bronze 1 play-by-play person. And yeah, just picking the wrong fight meant that Lost and Pickaxe were able to capitalize on it. Unfortunately, though, that shutdown going to Pickaxe, so he's sitting on 4 kills. He's sitting on a lot of that extra gold, and like you mentioned, not the best scaling champ.
Yeah, he's not the best scaling champ, but he is blessed with an Ashe, which I think at almost any point in the game.
Ooh, Pickaxe gonna get caught. The Shadow Surge onto him. The Soraka ult not quite enough to keep him safe, and Mitsuki picks up his 6th kill, and Kung Fu Cat's gonna turn onto the Baron.
Wow.
Yeah, Colbrin gonna take the mid lane tower in response. do they even look for the collapse right now? Actually, Camille is jumping on them in mid lane. Lost is trying to make something happen around the Baron. Colburn trying to kite out around Asler. Flashes to the other side of the Hextech ultimatum. Meanwhile, Lost looking in, does get the assassination on Slammed. There's still 8,000 health on this Baron, so it's not going to fall anytime soon. Jinx Ult just sails a little bit wide. Asler is still looking for a little bit more, and he will find Colburn at the end of that one. But Cardinals in lane, enough to deter the Baron from Kung Fu Cats, going to force the recall out. So I don't know. What's the recap of that? That's 1 for 2, and they stopped the Baron.
Yeah, they lost in kills, but they didn't get Baron, so I don't know. You feel good about it, but it is the end of the day a net negative, right? I don't know. The Ash arrows from Slammed have been really nice. Some of these in the last like 10 minutes or so, it feels just seems like they've been able to find something off almost all of them.
Is this the Ash build right now? Shield build, Rage Blade?
I don't know.
That feels
this was
a
the
little
Ash
novel
build
to me, but
immediately after the rework of items. This was the Ash build, I think. If I'm being honest, every person I see play Ash tells me that the lethality build is legitimately stronger, but in this game they have a Soraka that heals up that poke, so maybe not here, but
I think even as a crit build, I mean, wouldn't you want more like crit stacking rather than the rage? I don't know.
It's not bad.
Okay.
I think Ash has some special interaction with Rage Blade where it works a little better on her.
Oh, Lost gonna get pulled in by the hook. Is able to successfully Spirit Rush back over the wall. Pickaxe looking to walk in. There's 10 seconds to go on a dragon spawn. Both top laners a little late to the party. Is Gwen just soloing the Baron right? No, just clearing a ward.
No.
Okay. I didn't think that was
ward.
possible, but he was standing there for quite a while. I guess it was just a word in there. But regardless, Kung Fu Cat's taking control of this dragon pit now. Cardinals is able to join. No Shadow Surge, no Ash Arrow available for Kung Fu Cats, but you don't have Spirit Rush on the other side. Charm gonna land onto Mitsuki and take him down to start the fight. That's huge. Cardinals is able to tank up quite a bit in the front. He's immune right now. As Slammed walks in, Pickaxe gets onto him, uses the ult, is able to assassinate him on the backside of the fight. They're trying to clean up Camille, and that's not going super well for him. They finally do. Now Colburn can look to turn back in. He's got some rockets rat-a-tat as he's firing through, and it's not gonna matter as they can't quite track down Fonzo or King Reverus. He's still got the smite available. There's 5,000 health on this dragon as Colburn starts to auto it down. King Reverus trying to be deterred. It's a charm that lands on him. The zap doesn't, but there's the shutdown on the auto from Colburn. And now the dragon should be secured as long as the lane doesn't walk a little too far forward and die to a burst of earth from the Drake itself.
Yeah. Well played. And I think the big thing was definitely just not having the Ash Arrow and the Vexar, right? I mean, those tools have been huge in some of these fights, and they both got blown right before the fight, and they didn't kill anyone with it. So without those tools, I mean, it's a lot harder for KFC to actually play, because they don't really have any... They have Pike dashing straight into the team, which is what happened, and he died. And then they have Camille, who... I just don't know if she's quite strong enough to solo out this backline, you know?
Yeah. I think it's interesting. Opted for the Hex Drinker as the third item. Item got a little bit buffed this last patch. Do you like that rather than Asterix here?
Sure. I think Sterix has, you know, I don't know. I think they're both fine items. Sterix seems a little bit weaker this patch, and Hex Drinker seems a little bit stronger. I'm not sure how much Hex Drinker is saving you against this Gwen or Ahri. I think that the item that we'd really like to see probably is the Death's Dance, since that, you know, the little bleed passive works on magic damage now, as of some of the bruiser item updates.
Yeah, and it like refreshes a heal on her or something when you get a takedown. I don't.
Yeah.
It
always did that, but it scales with AD now instead of like your max health.
Yeah, so just picked up support this split, so I saw the bruiser and fighter item changes and my eyes kind of glazed over while I was reading them, and then I forgot to go back and actually figure out what any of it meant. But you know, it's just like that sometimes. Oh, the flash in, or I guess not the flash in, the dash in,
I think
ultimate not quite able to finish Fonzo off, but
yeah, it was close. I think it could have been. Ooh,
Yeah, I
Colburn.
think this one's going to be a little bit more successful. He's got the Gale Force back out, but now Mitsuki is here just to almost walked into the Ash Arrow as well. This is a bit of a commitment for it as Fonzo is able to teleport in from base, but that might just set up this priority on the Baron for Kung Fu Cats. It's 4v5 on the map right now for the next 30 seconds. Is Pickaxe going to walk in, throw Void Seeker? He sees that it's King Ravris and maybe thinks a little bit better of that. But now was that the
Ooh.
that was the Vexel, right? That landed onto Lipo Lane. He's
It's-
going in onto the Soraka. He can one shot. Big heal though from the wish is going to keep him alive. Fonzo not quite dead as he's able to survive. The smite actually comes out from Pickaxe. He goes into the ultimate, gets taken into the GA, is lost, is able to finish off Aslor. They're still trying to kite back through King Ravris and Cardinals going at it. Now they dash on to Slammed. Lost, just weaving in and out of the fight so well, is able to pick up another kill. He's got another dash somehow. I don't understand what this cooldown is, but
He's got 2 more, yeah.
he's got 2 more somehow, and Lost picked up a couple of kills in that last fight, and now ROTM suddenly has the numbers advantage. It's just Mitsuki left on the map right now for Kung Fu Cats, and the rest of ROTM are going to walk into the Baron. This is a little risky against a Fed Pike, but we'll see how they're able to manage it.
Yeah, Mitsuki's ult's available. It's got the Axiom mark, so it's up generally any given time, but
Yeah, and Cards is already in range. Oh, able to dash back out, has the flash to try to retreat. The hook not quite going to land onto Coburn. Do they have enough collective health to be able to finish this off? Now they do with Lane here. Lane the Savior comes in. The steal was very close. That was at 239, but it gets autoed down by Cardinals. And ROTM successfully secures the Baron and flips the gold lead back in their favor by about 500. And a Mountain Soul's going to spawn potentially for them here in a minute.
And they didn't even scare me once while doing it. Not one bit. I'll tell you that. None of that was remotely disturbing. Yikes.
Well, Lost is going to clean up this top lane tower, get a little bit of a late recall here. Again, 45 seconds before this Mountain Dragon spawns. Usually you want to be in position already looking for it, as Kung Fu Cats are demonstrating. Ooh. That was close to a steal and then close to danger on the reset. Pickaxe going forward, finds Mitsuki, hits him, gets the knockup. They get a lot of damage down onto him, just not quite able to finish that off. He'll regen quite a bit before anything really is able to happen, but now ROTM with the Baron buff wave mid can walk down. Pickaxe still looking for a little bit more. He finds King Ravris, but sees maybe a couple of other tremors there. Doesn't want to try to pick Ravris out of the middle of his team. Ashler going to land onto Lipo Lane. They get the Shadow Surge as well and assassinate the Soraka. Now the fight going to break out. Lost not quite able to find the charm. Ashler is on the backline, but Colburn is free firing. The Hextech Ultimatum comes down onto Lost. The dash in from Colburn. He's trying to get the damage through. King Ravris is low. He flashes over the wall. Pickaxe is still alive. It's a triple kill though for Colburn, and Lost dashes over to finish it off. The Bud Light ace for Return to the Middlesticks, and somehow they win that fight. That was very split up.
Yeah, it happened again, by the way. Gwen was immune, and Lipo Lane got slammed with the Shadow Surge. It's just funny seeing Cardinals step up like he's frontlining for lane or something, and then it's a little bit of a joke. Can they end here?
Doesn't look like they're gonna try. They do have the Baron buff, but with Mitsuki coming up in 6 seconds, opting to take the Mountain Soul plus a couple of these jungle camps. Yeah, definitely the safe play coming out of Dark Wind. You don't want to get counter-aced. My team has felt that one the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Mountain Soul on the bodies of Dark Wind. They'll get a couple of these jungle camps as well. They've got their biggest lead of the game now at about 3,000.
Yeah, and Mountain Soul, pretty huge, I think, because it feels like if you don't die to this initial Vex, Pike, Ashe onslaught, they're going to be in a pretty good spot. You know, Jinx, Soraka perform great in long fights. Jinx and Ari are both reset champs now, I guess. So the longer the fight goes, the better, and Mountain Soul slows that initial burst. So it'll be interesting to see what they do now, but they've got a couple minutes before any real objectives come up. Still got a little bit of Baron.
Yeah,
No,
I think it's...
Never mind. I take it back. No
yeah,
more Baron.
Baron just falls off right then. Lane only has 3 deaths on the Soraka. As many times as we've seen him pegged by an Ash Arrow this game, I thought that he'd have quite a few more just in my head. But doing pretty well to keep himself alive, I guess, at the backside of these fights. And ROTM
Yeah.
now splitting up the map a little bit. I'm missing somebody. Who isn't on the map right now? Oh no, it's the
Cardinals
Jinx.
kind of hiding.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
the Jinx was hiding underneath the Soraka. So we got 4 up in top lane. Cardinals split pushing down in the bottom lane. And RTM looking to grab a cheeky top lane tower. Doesn't look like they'll be able to do a whole lot right now, and we'll be on probably not too much action for the next 2 minutes.
I mean, this is probably what they're going to do, right? They're going to split up and do a 1-4. They've got mid lane naturally pushing. And yeah, Cardinals going to get through here on the bot side. And in theory, once Cardinals brings people bot and then someone has to catch mid, they should be able to get this next top tower as well. Kind of clear all that up. It's nice they have the 4 up on the top side since Baron's the next objective, so they can kind of control vision in that area, which you see him doing now.
Kind of interesting that it's Xin that's the one that responds to the Gwen push in the bottom lane.
Yeah. To wonder if they'll force anything. Doesn't look like it though.
Hook gonna land onto Lost. Not gonna follow up with the Ash Arrow and instead just watch some of these towers fall. Now the Camille's down there with the Gwen, more like you'd expect. Charm over the wall gonna connect onto King Ravarus, and Colburn finishes him off with the zap. Colburn now 9 kills on the Jinx. Has had a pretty solid game despite the focus in the early game. Charm gonna land onto Mitsuki, but he'll take the Ash Arrow in response. The Shadow Surge over for Fonzo, and he's separated from his team. Into the backline goes Cardinals as they get 2, and now Pickaxe looking for Aslor as well. Not quite able to interrupt that hook shot, and Aslor and Mitsuki able to slink away from the fight, but still 3 more kills, and the minion wave coming in for ROTM. Looks like this could be the end of the game. We'll see if Aslor and Mitsuki can mount a defense, but with the hook missing, doesn't look like it. Nexus under fire, and it'll fall here in game. Well, there's going to be a little bit more drama. It looks like his pickaxe is going to get pulled into the fountain. Now the Nexus is going to fall. Never mind. I should just stop talking. All right.
Any day now.
There it is. No one else died.
Yeah.
29-25. RTM going to take game number 1, move themselves to match point. Yeah, what are your final thoughts on the game?
Just a really great performance, I think, from Lost, right? 11-4, 12 on this Ari. Felt really huge in every team fight I saw him in. Made some good plays early. Seemed to do well in his lane.
I really liked the way this Ari and Jinx combo kind of worked together. Lost able to dive in, pick somebody out of the fights, and then you'd see the zap and the rocket immediately follow up from Colburn. I really like that kind of inbuilt synergy between those 2 champions that we don't see together all the time. So that was kind of neat to see. But yeah, we'll take just a short break. We'll be back with game number 2, RTM on match point. And I didn't prepare the transition. Let's go. Sometimes you talk and then forget to do the typing thing.
Well, typing's overrated.
It just gets you banned,
where
right?
it's all at.
Yeah, you gotta. Gotta just mute all.
We actually when we were forming our Masters team, right? We were trying people out, and we got Yuna. And once we had the lineup kind of confirmed, he was like, "Hey, Lexus, I think you flamed me in solo queue the other week." And I looked up and I found the game, and I looked at the day I was having when that game happened, and I was like, "Yeah, man, probably." I had to do a little apology there.
Sometimes you just unknowingly flame your future mid laner. I think that's fine.
Yeah.
It really sets the tone for your relationship, right? Like, if you're willing to flame him in solo queue, what are you willing to do about his blue?
Yeah. I haven't had to flame him yet on the team. We might get there. No. Yeah. I had that thought when I was playing solo. Like, I don't know, I just had a couple days where I was just out of it, and then I realized, like, oh, you know, the player base here is actually small enough that I could be setting myself back if I hyped these people. So I got over it and just mute people now. But it was
Yeah, I've always had that small fear. Like, I'll go in and if somebody starts talking in the game and I just, not having a good day, you just go with that mute all. I always wonder if there's somebody I'm gonna like play with or have to try to talk to for Rodham, and I've just muted them and I can't talk to them anymore in the client.
yeah. I don't know. I mean, I feel like I play a lot of my solo queue. I probably play about half of it at like 1 a.m. So there's some funny stuff going on. So I don't like to just mute everyone straight up. But I had to just stop using my own keyboard as much. It's also I don't know. It's just a couple days, and I was like, what am I doing, man? What am I saying to these people in this video game that I'm playing? Like, I need to relax. Ugh.
Well, I want them to fill up this lobby so that I can get into spectate, and then I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick and return games here.
Go crazy.
Just so that I'm not abandoning you. If they start draft, it's kind of whatever. We can catch up.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, last time we have to talk.
Oh, and they're switching sides. I guess I can print that here. Tank Vexar for your Soraka challenge. Impossible. Excellent.
I mean, they won. You'll never know how it could have gone if Cardinals got hit with the Vexar.
Yeah, results-based analysis says that he did the right thing. 100% of the time, it worked every time. Well, they're taking too long. I'll be right back.
All right.
Hey, I made it back.
I never left.
Didn't even miss anything.
Yep. Taking 5. Good thinking about it. Yeah, I'm interested to see. I wonder if they get rid of the RE going into this game, or if they feel compelled to get rid of anything, or if they liked what they did last game.
Yeah, that seemed pretty good in the last game. So
Yeah,
definitely should be considering it.
well, the champ's performing really well in solo queue, and then Lost performed really well on it right there. So curious.
Aikato's playing in Fight Night right now and has climbed his way through the losers bracket. Went down 2-1 in his first game, and then has won 3 straight series in a row to make it to the losers final. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, he's fighting.
He is fighting in the night, yeah.
Fighting the night fight.
But now
Yeah.
he's playing against the guy that won the last seasonal, so we'll see how that goes. But, hopefully.
I was talking to someone the other day, and they said, "Oh, my brother's playing Legends of Runeterra seasonals," and I was like, "Oh yeah, but has he ever heard of Aikado? You know, I'm he's pretty good. You know, I'm kind of buds with that guy. You know, no big deal." But
Alright, well, we're into draft for game number 2. Nightbot is spamming the chat. Holy shit. Alright, well.
I was plugging the shop, you know,
Oh, you did. Okay.
and then it plugged the shop itself moments later.
I guess I still have to go ahead and tune that a little bit. Oh well, whatever. It can get some extra pings in there. Welcome back. Game number 2. Return of the Middlesticks returning on red side, Kung Fu Cats on the blue side. And so far these bans are the same. Zillion Corky, Lee Sin. There's another jungler here, but we're going to skip that for now and ban the Jhin.
Yeah, I wonder if they've got something else in mind instead of the Diana, or if they're just feigning that they do.
Just changing up the order a little bit.
Will we triple ban Lost? I feel like we might find out right here.
Yeah, this feels like probably should be an Ahri ban unless Fonzo's confident on that pick and trying to take it away. But usually when you lose against a pick and then take it, that doesn't go super well for you. But it is going to be the same 3 bans. It's the Caitlyn being taken away from Colburn.
Yeah, I wonder if the Jinx ban comes through here. I would have to guess, without looking at KFC's, the P2Gs, that their ADC just does not play a lot of Caitlyn, and so they feel compelled to remove it.
Yeah. This feels interesting. I think you could go with just a different ban and handshake Jinx and Ahri. That's going to be the Pike that they take out. So playing that Gambit, and it's going to be Diana that's taken away. That's the high value for King Raptors.
Really? Diana's not bad. Diana's a good champion. I don't know if she's the best blue one pick.
Do you have to take
But-
Yasuo here if you play it if you're Darkwind, or do you risk giving over Diana Yasuo?
I don't know. I mean, the Diana Yasuo is not unbeatable, right? Ooh, the Ahri's locked in right away, though.
They're going to take those back. They're running it back on the Jinx and the Ahri. I like that quite a bit. Both Colburn and Lost looked pretty comfortable on those picks in game number 1. And now Kung Fu Cats, I don't know what they're looking for, honestly.
Yeah, you think mid and ADC, Victor response, but maybe Diana Victor just feels weird.
Yeah, I was going to ask about that. Do you
Maybe
feel
they
like that's a
flex the
strong
Victor.
Okay.
Maybe they flex the Victor to another, to top or to even bot lane, but the 2v2 doesn't feel the best. It's not. It's like again, it's not unplayable because you are picking 2 just like S tier champions, so it can't be that bad. But
We're dropping frames here. Oh well, whatever. Sometimes they die. And the Ashe again.
Ash,
It didn't feel like the Ashe was the problem necessarily in game number 1. So returning to that
No.
for Slam seems fine. And the Soraka, so just the salty. Well, I guess it's not salty if you won, just the run back for Darkwind so far. And they're gonna take away Yasuo just to make sure that that combo doesn't happen. And Gwen immediately answered, taking that away from Cardinals. The Thresh, they knew what they wanted to ban. This second rotation of bans, and Kung Fu Cat's now at the last one.
Yeah, probably gonna pinch stop since they, in theory, were picking jungle here and giving Cardinals counterpick. And the Olaf gone. There's a lot. I think there's a lot more options than there were last game for pickaxe. Right? I feel like there were a couple more jungle bans. Well, the Nocturne was
Yeah,
gone.
it was the Nocturne specifically, but
Jarvan.
or does he take the Xin Zhao away?
Oh yes, Jarvan, please, thank you. I yawn when Xin Zhao is locked in champion selection. Jarvan's really good here, right? They've got Victor and Ashe, two champions that can't escape. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think he had some great team fight to this team that already seems to have a pretty solid backline from what we since we saw it last game. So,
yeah, is it good specifically into the Diana, or is it just more of a team pick?
Yeah, it's fine. Diana and Jarvan kind of want to do some different things, and neither one really stops the other. If they meet in a skirmish, it's like a skill. You know, how it's played is really what matters more than the champions. So I think you give it to Jarvan early, but Diana's got a little bit of sauce when she hits 6.
Yeah, Leona going to be locked in for Mitsuki. That's like 8 seconds of hard CC in the bottom lane now, so have to be a little wary if your laner Colbrin have stepped in too far forward, and the Camille going to be blind picked here, it looks like, for Aslar, and now no Gwendolyn's. Could be the Nardinals 29, but that's not like a super great matchup into Camille, but we'll see what he's got in his tank, in his bag of tricks.
Could it even be the...
I like the loss.
Perhaps.
Oh, there are on game ASAP. Okay. Jeez. We're readying up on the game before we even got the top laner locked in. That's how confident Dark Wind is. It's going to be the Poppy for Cardinals. And immediately we're in the game. Alright.
Oh my. I didn't even realize that was a Dark Wind saying R on game ASAP.
Yeah, it was.
Before they locked it there. I guess Cardinals knew instantly that it was the Poppy lock in. He just said, we don't even need to finish this draft. We can just go.
Yeah, it was
the
lost
Poppy matchup,
that it was ready and we're going.
Poppy is a great pick into Camille, right, in lane. If Cardinals plays this well, the lane can almost be unplayable for Camille. There's a little bit of skill involved in how poorly it can go. But Poppy's also great at denying some of their biggest engage, right, on the Diana, on the Leona. So, feels like a nice pick.
Yeah, it feels like a really good pick,
here.
And if you can get inside the Jarvan terrain, you can pin people into the wall. That, and just has that little inbuilt synergy as well. Feels like a really nice little pick there for Cardinals.
Yeah.
So now that we're praising it, probably just gonna int a couple kills early, but you know.
Well, anything can happen. But I wonder if the Ashe Leona is going to be more or less dangerous early for this Jinx Soraka lane. So we saw the Pyke kind of a little bit of a headache in lane phase last time, and they removed Pyke and they got rid of Thresh as well. So you got to feel like they might be feeling a little more comfortable in the Leona. I don't know. Just in general, when I look at these teams, I feel like it's very similar. Maybe it's because there's 5 of the same champions in the game from the last one, but
yeah, it does feel like they have very, very similar goals to what they wanted to do last game. I think the big difference is the Poppy rather than the Camille means that we'll want to see Kung Fu Cats get out inside lane 4-1. You know, you could theoretically 1-3-1 with either Victor or Diana, especially with these particular lineups. So yeah. I think we'd want to see Kung Fu Cats split the map open a little bit more, whereas Rodham is more like looking for that big 5v5 team fight, but neither one of them will shy away from really either side of that.
Yeah, I think both teams are capable at doing a lot of things. I feel like this matchup for Victor might not be very good, to be honest with you. I mean, he's got range, right, to deal with Ahri, but post 6, you know, Vex has the little fear of Ahri dashes in, she can just knock her down, and kind of disengage it, but Victor doesn't really have anything like that. Wondering, I don't
Plus
know.
the bonus damage on the dashes in also can kind of be a little threatening.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't like they hyped up Vex as that kind of anti-mobility champion, and then that's the only anti-mobility is if they dash, you do like 30 bonus damage to them.
Yeah, I mean, she performed, just instant AoE around her gear and her passives up. It's pretty effective into some of these melee range champions like Yas and Yone and Irelia. In a team fight, she can really shut them down. But I guess I don't really know what I expected from an anti-mobility champion. I guess the way they hyped it up, I thought it would be crazy, you know?
Yeah, I was thinking more like Poppy, but I don't know how you'd make that happen on a mage. I don't,
Yeah,
when I
like
think anti-mobility, that's what I think. You know, I'm going to throw up a thing that you can't dash out of, rather than I'm going to do 30
like,
bonus damage and I just have a fear in my kit.
Cassiopeia W, but more. You know, I don't know. Something like that, but I don't know.
Oh, Aikido won the losers final, so he's into the grand final.
Let's go,
Damn,
Aikido.
the bracket reset potential now.
Unbeliever.
Sorry, have like half an eye on that one while we go. Shout out to Duvranga, thanks for subscribing with Prime. I set a goal of 10. I don't know. That'd be cool if we hit it, but we're at 8, so that's really cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm done being a Twitch streamer. I wouldn't make it as a Twitch streamer. I can't say that stuff like seriously enough. It's like, oh yeah, I'm shilling. I just want to kill myself. Cool.
Yeah, I think you have to be all in to really get into the show. You can't do a half-hearted chilling, you know. Except for me, because I'm gonna sit here and do the shop command again. Boom. But. Ay.
Well, minute 20 left in the spectator delay. This is 1-0 for Return of the Middlesticks, so win, and they'll send us home with win in the bag. And Kung Fu Cats trying to stay alive in the best of 3 series, get themselves off to a last start. I think this is the last series for Junior Division this week. Just overall,
I think so.
not just
the last ever.
Yeah, the last one ever.
Yeah, I think it's Monday's the last day of the week for. Maybe that's not right.
So kind of weird. We'll be off. Our next scheduled game will be Sunday. So 6-day break. What a novel thing happening for me. After yelling at my computer 3 days in a row, we did it.
Yeah. You get a 4-day weekend, 6-day weekend, I guess now.
Still have to go to work. So I'm lucky.
Well, yeah. You know, your side hustle.
My
going to work.
True.
Oh yeah, prediction.
Are there people in the chat? Is somebody asking for it?
X-Craze wants it.
Oh, X-Craze wants it. All right.
Yeah.
We'll do a prediction then. I just figured we had no one really gaming on the last one. Let's take a look really quick.
I like the idea of a kill split between the Poppy Jarvan Soraka against the Ari Jinx, you know?
Yeah, you think that's gonna get some action?
I think it could be. I think there's potential.
Okay.
We could see a lot of Poppy Jarvan Soraka kills coming down.
Okay.
You never know. Maybe not a lot of Soraka kills, but you know, the Poppy Jarvan. Or maybe you want to split up the Ari Jinx into make it more of a coin flip, more of an actual prediction.
I think let's just straight up Ari or Jinx.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
Okay.
I almost had my prediction the other day. The Diana versus the whole team in kills.
Yeah, you really called your shot then.
Yeah. That was a silly one.
Is your game loaded, by the way?
I am looking at a black screen.
Same. Okay, cool.
Let's go.
Let's go, spectator client. We'll get the game as soon as there is one to get. We might have to reload here. I don't know how long we want to give it.
Yeah, I mean, you're the expert here. I don't know. If you didn't say anything, I was just gonna sit here and look at a black screen, probably until the end of time.
Yeah. I think this is probably long enough. I'm gonna task manager and kill it, smother it to death, and then try to spectate off one of the guys.
I think I just closed it. I think I let you reconnect.
Okay, let's try reconnect. We'll try that first.
Do a little reconnecting. Wait, the screen's still black. What is this?
All right. Well, I think let's try it. Oh no, I hit sign out. I'm trolling so hard. Lexus, are you there? Oh my god. Um, no, I don't wish to exit. Okay. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still
Okay.
here. Were
I
you still
tr
there?
I trolled so hard I hit shut down or sign out rather than than task manager.
I see. I see.
I kept OBS up though. It was what prevented me from signing out entirely. But now I'm
Nice.
signing back into League, so we're doing it. Um,
Yeah, I'm working on it.
all right, I'm spectating off of lane.
Wait, why did it show me as offline there?
It's
It's
still
a
not loading.
disaster. Are they?
Maybe the game just doesn't exist.
Yeah, I was say, are they in? No, I don't know.
It shows that they're in on the client. I don't know. I hope this doesn't happen for like an official cast, but boy, is this happening to us. Anyway, here's my screen, guys. This is it. We've got a black screen. Um, huh.
Hold on. Let me go to Google real fast. Spectate. Black screen.
You'd think I've ended the process. Who else is in this game? I tried lane. I literally don't have anyone else added. Okay, well,
Oh. I went to read some old threads for people having black screen spectating. I was reading one, and then it said, can't spectate. I get a black screen, and then the game freezes. So, and I was like, oh, this is what I'm looking for. And then the first response says, might have something to do with the upcoming replay feature. And I realized it was 8 years old. May not be what I'm looking for.
uh, so normally you go in and the game is like in the API.
Hmm.
So like you can look at people in scrims that are spectatable in OPGG.
Yeah,
Theirs isn't there, so
really.
I wonder if like somehow the spectate got turned off on the tourney code or something weird like that.
Oh yeah, I can see it there. Not in an active game. Well, that's just a lie. OPGG.
I wonder if I can rejoin through the tourney code. I don't think that works that way, but I'll try whatever I can. We're having some trouble talking to some league servers. If the problem persists, please reach out to player support. Oh, and it's fine now. The tournament code you've entered is invalid. Okay, neat. Oh, and now Lane's not on my friends list.
He's offended that you're not streaming his game.
He's just gone. Oh, there they are. They're all in offline. What the actual?
I don't know.
All right.
They had to game two. The Kung Fu Cats took them to the Shadow Realm or something. I'm I'm not sure.
Well, um, I don't know that we're gonna get a game. I really like that the Lunar Revel music is now just playing in the background, so that's a nice addition to the stream. Well, I'm gonna go look at Cardinals stream, I guess, and see how they're doing. They're down 1-0 early. Cards is the one that died.
Well,
And he's
well.
low. I'll cast off of his POV. He's scrapping with the Camille right now, and now he's back to fireman.
Yeah, he's going crazy up there.
He's playing Turtle by Ahead of Ourselves on his stream.
He's got futures market as well, and his wave is doomed. That's all right. Wait, why I went off. What a mess.
Well, I don't think we're getting a game. I don't know. I legitimately have no idea what to do. I could just show card stream on my stream. We could co-stream his POV while we
Stream
listen to
Cardinals
the
29.
here's Cardinal stream.
There it is.
It's better than you
There's
guys
a
just
little-
looking at a black screen permanently with the Lunar Revel music that just won't stop playing now.
Yeah, you have to like tab into something else in the client. You're just
I
on the homepage.
I have closed the client. The client isn't open right now. It's just doing that. That was good by cards to escape that gank. Kind of, he went for the tier, so he's going Winter's Approach, right? And Divine
Yeah.
Sliver. Oh, bot lane's not going very well though. That's a little unlucky.
Yeah. Cardinals wave has just been really bad. He's level 6 to level 8. Ah, so close. A little reprieve here for him, maybe. I'm restarting my client to see if somehow that could have affected the situation. But the fact that it doesn't show on a PGG seems to be.
Yeah, I think somehow that particular tourney code had spectate off or something weird. I'm not sure. It's not my favorite. This is not the ideal casting POV, as it turns out.
You don't like not being able to stream the game?
So when I've set aside my time to go ahead and stream the game, I don't want to have to go back and stream it a second time from the full
Yeah.
preview. Because I'd also feel bad leaving just in case we could get into game 3, but there's also a chance there's a chance either there isn't a game 3 because they win 2-0, or we just can't get into game 3 and we'll have wasted a full hour just sitting here watching cards POV.
Hey, whether you think watching cards POV is a waste, that's see, a waste, an hour waste. Well, I say this is an hour well spent.
Yeah, we got the sick Cardinals trade up in the top lane, and our team got the Hextech Dragon for Dragon number 1. Still behind, 4 kills to 1, so need to probably make some plays here. Although I think their team comp feels a little bit better once it gets to the mid game rather than right now.
I wonder if does Cardinals know that we're on his stream?
No way that he does. Honestly.
It's like, man. It'd be funny if he was aware, so he started giving us a little more F key action.
He's doing pretty well. He caught the action in bottom lane. He caught a little trade in mid there.
Yeah.
He's definitely more focused on other lanes than I was when I played top. Looks like Lost just tried to dive mid lane and just kind of killed himself. So a little unlucky there. And bottom lane not going well either. But the return kill pickaxe is swooping in, and Cards is just kind of giving the Camille the business. Colbrin and Pickaxe are trying to very slowly kill that Diana, and they'll get him. So they got 3 kills. That feels pretty good.
Yeah. That's what you want to see. Jinx getting fed. Seems a little okay this patch, maybe.
The
Man,
funniest part
it's
is I
silly.
can't play his sound from his stream on the Rodham stream because we're an affiliate, and
Oh
he's
yeah,
playing DMCA music.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
so
he's
we
living
can't
the
get the
free
full
life.
Cardinals 29 experience. We've just got the mute.
What poppy skin is that? The elf poppy skin or what?
Yeah, the winter poppy one.
There we go.
This kind of gives me a
Well,
headache, not gonna lie. That's too many F keys.
yeah, it.
I can't watch
It's.
like LS or Faker. It's just too much on the F keys. Like
Have you
ruins
seen
my
the
viewing
videos,
experience.
the edits of Faker where they've got him doing his F keys like during a team fight or a skirmish, and they edit in like that he's on TurboTax, like filling out his returns, and that he's checking the stock market, and that he's playing Osu and all this other stuff in the middle of a team fight.
That wouldn't surprise me at all. He's
They're
he's
very
got that flair.
silly. I for like 1 second you watch the video and you're like, wow, really? And then it gets a little
Yeah.
a little goofy.
Oh, big double knockup from cards. They're trying to turn it. They'll finish off King Rivers. Oh, that was actually a pretty insane knockup from Pickaxe. He's gonna die for it, but oh, that Ash Arrow. That man has some
Wow.
uh some hacks on. Oh, the Wish from lane though. Everybody playing it pretty well until the laser comes down and Fonzo's on a killing spree.
Font. You think it might be like Fonso.
Could be.
I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying. That feels not the greatest point to make. Walling goes down. Leona double kill. Mitsuki fed again. Probably confused why his Ash didn't get a cut after that first game he played. But
Yeah, I mean he used the ult. It wasn't for the kill though. You got to kill him with the ult to get the cut, right?
cards.
So when I
Flash.
first started playing I played a lot of StarCraft beforehand.
Oh yeah.
Was Diamond in StarCraft the one game I've ever been good at? Just gonna throw that one out there.
Yeah.
Lay that one in, but yeah, use the F keys because you'd bind those um to your nexuses. I was Protoss, so nexuses.
Yeah.
Um,
No, you'd say I'm zero StarCraft knowledge, so you can just go crazy and I'll agree with
my
you.
bases were all on an F key, so I
Okay.
got used to like tabbing between those pretty regularly, and then I didn't I started playing League and I'd like hit all the F keys and watch my teammates int in very fast speed because I was just like mindlessly doing the muscle memory thing. And then I just stopped doing it and I went back and played StarCraft the other day and I didn't use like a single F key the whole time. It's like,
Ay, ay, ay. Be honest, I don't use my F keys. I just click around on my map.
sometimes you just click the funny units on the map and hope that it works out for you.
It's worked this far, you know. It's gone all right for me.
Yeah. Dragon number two secured for Rodham. They got a couple of kills there off of the Cardinals 29 walking down to bottom lane. Now going for the dive. He's got the unleash teleport, and we're unleashing it. We're not. It's on cooldown.
No, yeah,
Oh, he used it to
he
go back to top lane. I've only got one POV and I can't even keep track of it. But yeah, it looks like the dive went okay. They at least forced him off of the tower, and they'll get the bot lane tower to start off everything. Cards chill.
Oh no. Yeah, I mean, unlocking the Jinx Soraka again. I feel like where that lane has to be the most vulnerable is in lane, you know, against
Yeah.
something like Leona.
I like
You're just
Cardinals just
clearing
kind
it.
of asserts his authority, just walks into lane and bonks her into the wall. That was a nice little chunk.
Yeah, I bet both top laners have their Divine Sunder cards up a tier pretty much. He
Yeah,
wins this pretty hard.
yeah, these trades are going pretty well, but now King Revers is here. Got the dash in. Ooh, not quite in time on the W, and gonna cost him underneath the tower.
Oh, yeah. It's always it's a tough mind game on Poppy because you don't want to preemptively throw up the W.
Oh, lost. Just tank an extra couple of tower shots. Pickaxe, just nothing, no tower there to help him anymore, thanks to Shelly. And that little lead that they were able to get off of that dragon fight is very gone now.
I'll keep it interesting. Top tier 2 is gonna go down. A little tough. Not really what you like to see. 600 gold going. Branch solo into the pocket, I think, of the Camille, but
Do you like the
the
Sunder
Jinx.
into Winter's approach? Is that the build?
Uh, yeah, I have mixed opinions on Divine Sunder as an item this patch because I feel like it should still be good, but it
I'm
gives
gonna
you a lot.
try to kill this music. It's driving me slowly insane. Hold on.
Gives you a lot less HP, or not a lot, but some less HP, so it doesn't quite feel as good as it did last patch. But Winter's Approach, I think, is a fine second item. The longer the fight goes, the more value you get, right? So
All right. Sorry, stream. We're back to the Cardinals experience. How do you feel about the Tyler the Creator play? Is that the big game two music that you're looking for?
uh, I hope so. I, I, I hope so. I don't know, but I don't know. I mean, key thing, their Jinx is doing fine. I think that's probably the most important champion in this lineup. Jinx and the Ari. The Ari looks like there's been a little bit of May self-inflicted damage for the Ari, but he's been doing well. You gotta
He's not lacking the
you gotta
confidence, at least, right?
yeah, and you have to be doing well to put yourself in the situation to where you goof up your tower dive.
Yeah, they're scrapping it out in the bottom lane, going to pick up a kill onto the Camille. Get the trade, though, as King Reverse is there. And there's a full-on scramble happening down there. Colburn, oh, able to dodge out of that solar flare. The picture-in-picture from cards. Now going to teleport in just a little bit late. Pickaxe getting chunked through lane, and Colburn trying to kite to the top side. Looks like it's not quite going to be in time for cards, and the flash forward for the Moonfall from the Diana gets a double kill, and that dragon is well, it's not dead because there's still at least 20 seconds before it spawns. So
Yeah, they could they
26, it
could
looks like.
maybe contest it, but you'd have to think they won't have control. With
Well,
how the game's been going, they might just decide to give it up.
they've got no ults. I think is more important. Like the Poppy ult is nice, but that's not enough to I think walk blindly into the pit.
Yeah. One thing I was thinking about was
This
Ash moment.
is yeah, very mildly annoying.
The that was funny. We have Lane playing Soraka after he was the one using his Twitch staff permissions to post the Soraka's wish for Akato to be a champion. Now he's I guess he's just a Soraka's wish abuser
True.
in all facets of life.
Were you around? I don't know how much this dates myself. There's a Civ HD video called Potion Master Garen, where it'd start with 15 health potions on Garen when you could do that, and
You
just
know,
this isn't your lane opponent. This is your massage while you farm. That's all that Cardinals doing that. Well, reminded me of.
I was around to watch Civ HD, but I feel like I've probably seen this. It's vaguely familiar.
Oh, that dragon is gonna go to KFC. They've fried it up. Is it another Mountain Soul? That's a little unlucky. You like that
Yeah,
variety, you know. But I mean, that doesn't mean extra walls for Poppy, so it's not
maybe
all
it's
negative.
they have another Dragon Soul tournament code incident.
I
Wasn't
th-
that something with Get Wrecked once?
it was Battlefy specifically, which is what
Oh
Get
yeah,
Wrecked used, and yeah, all of the like if you were in the same round, all of the ones in the same round would have the same dragon spawns. which meant
Ooh,
that if you
Nash.
were playing in a certain week, you could watch, whatever the first game of the week was, and you could know the dragon spawns. I don't know that that helped significantly for anybody, but
Yeah. Rengar players using this one simple trick.
get them away from mountains or from Infernal Soul finally. Finally get the compensation buff for Infernal Soul, and then immediately have it taken away because that dragon no longer exists.
For Chemtech, you mean?
Yeah.
uh, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with Rengar players not getting what they want, and with Chemtech Soul being gone.
He can still jump out of Sinistrat though. He got the big buff.
Yeah. Ooh,
Yeah, it
this
looks like
looks
they
pretty.
should eventually be able to track him down. Unless he gets another E back up. Oh, that's a good pin. Nice kill for cards. They get something back.
Miguel
I lost my chat when I accidentally logged out, so
said, "Can I take my points back? The loss can't land a charm." Uh, have more faith, Miguel. That's all I could say.
yeah, look, he's popping. There it
Boom! He
was.
landed. It's like he heard me, or heard. I didn't say that, by the way. Yeah, he heard Miguel.
True.
I have all the faith in Loss to land his charm. Yeah, he just nailed it on that guy.
Got a two-factor authenticate my way in here, so I can get to my own Twitch chat. Got to do this
Jarvan's going
both ways uphill. It's kind of rough
got in the snow.
in the snow.
Maw coming in second item for Jarvan. I don't. I don't know. I guess it's weird. I just legit am not entirely sure what's best after the item rework.
All right,
Miguel.
I have Twitch chat back. We can see Miggy. That's the important thing. I think he's the only one there. Any chatters? Probably not. Yeah, charm lands. Kill secured by the Jinx though, so that's a little unfortunate if you're betting. And the double kill shutdown going to Colbrin, but now Essler. I can't remember their names, and it's harder to pull it off of
Yeah,
the
off of
character
just
models.
looking at him.
Especially because his name was stunned there for a little bit. Maybe I'll just call him that. That got turned around pretty well though by KFC. They were eventually able to track down Colbrin.
Yeah, maybe a little enterprising to go all the way in for more. Yeah, they got the nice pick on Leona. Also, I have to watch that back because King Rivars got a really nice play on the Diana, and
Yeah,
I, I
he's
do
nine and
not want.
three. He's almost got the Flame Horizon in the jungle as well.
Which that's just how those champs work, right? Like Diana versus Jarvan, but uh, at the end of the day, it's gonna be a big lead. If it's not Flame Horizon now, it probably will be soon. Even if unless Rodden just somehow just starts stomping the game from this point forward, and
Yeah,
then
and
it
now
just clears a little fast.
now Baron's got to be a worry. The Mountain Dragon's coming up, but I think you're at 2-1 if I'm not 100% off.
Yeah,
So that's not
there's no
like a
pressure on it.
yeah, that's not like a huge objective right now. So it's gonna be all this setup on the Baron. Got the top priority though with Lost pushing that in, and they're gonna start. Well, accidentally started. I think that was just the EQ in from Pickaxe.
Well, he's
Just
Terrence giving him his money's worth on that EQ for sure.
well, they're gonna get the top lane tower. That's an objective bounty, so that'll feel at least pretty good. And Cards is gonna be able to back and can defend a little bit better than just his one character's worth because he's got the ultimate if he needs to stall. Now they're getting the Jinx and Soraka recall, so yeah, nothing gonna be able to really be grabbed. It's just the Mountain Dragon on the other side for KFC, which makes it 2-2. Not the biggest deal like we mentioned.
Yeah, oh, a little cross map play.
Oh,
Cards might TP. Dang,
yeah,
unleashed.
Cards headed in looking well. Asler just gonna even up the trade, so both mid laners die up in the top lane, and Pickaxe has got to get out of there. Hopefully has an EQ up soon. They'll send King Revarus away.
Yeah.
Lane's got to be a little careful. I guess that's Lane and
And Colbrin,
Colbrin.
the pinnacle of strength from which lane cannot be touched. Ooh,
Well,
Cardinals. Okay.
they were threatening the Baron there for a little bit. I don't know. I right now it would be the AD just solo on it, so I don't
I
think that they're doing it. Yeah.
I think they still could do it here in the 4v4, but they'll opt not to.
Well, I thought that they
Diana,
had started it and were leashing
yeah.
it.
Oh,
Diana's a little separated. They're trying to get onto him. Do they actually have the damage between these two characters to finish him off in a timely fashion? It looks like they do. It's a big shutdown. That's 1,000 gold in the pocket of cards. Lane is able to live through that last little burst. Aslor is
yeah,
fine.
so
Oh, the
should die.
flag! The flag from
Oh,
Pickaxe.
oh my. Yeah. That was pretty weird by King Revarus. I don't know what he's doing in there, but Poppy Dinnels, some nice gold.
Yeah, he's feeling pretty good. 1,700 gold in his pocket, and they're going to be able to start up the Baron. It's 3v5, lost. Just hitting
Ooh,
some of his buttons, showing off.
doing a little zoning.
Little
Yeah, I
zoning.
mean,
Well,
you
now,
do have to be careful here. Ash Arrow comes in on a big target, and this could go
yeah, plus the
awry
magic
with Victor
resist is shredded.
damage.
They're going in. They're going to just trap Leona in the pit. Mitsuki, oh, didn't quite get knocked into the wall. They will get the EQ knock up into the Jinx ult. Trying to turn this back around. Pickaxe is going to fall. Cardinals has to be careful. Oh, didn't get the stun, but he'll get a little bit more CC and eventually finished up. Colburn with a double kill. Slammed is able to pick up the double kill because Lane walked a little too far forward, and it's going to stagger some recall timers. Importantly, though, the Baron's still alive, and now King Revarus has rejoined the fray looking for Cardinals. Not going to find him, though.
I think Cardinals would kill him there. If I'm being honest, if we went in on him.
At half health?
Yeah, bro, Poppy's crazy. He has passive. He's got his Fimbulwinter up. He's got his Sunder. He's got a lot of shielding going on here.
3.5
And
item
healing.
Diana? I don't see that one
Well,
going that well.
it might be close. I see the line, you know.
Yeah, no, I think it'd be close, but
Now,
I don't
if
think
it
Cards wins
was
that one.
if it were Sunfire Cape Diana, no shot, right? It's easy.
True.
But
Yeah, that build looked pretty strong.
yeah, I think it is. I'm not sure if it's the best always, but I feel like it's.
Was that just a game pick on that one, or is that just the build that you've been playing most?
No, I mean I don't really play much Diana out in solo queue. I picked her in some scrims, but uh, Vaughn had done a post in the Sad Voice chat earlier in the day and just been like, "Whoa, look, my jungler's going crazy on Sunfire Diana," and so I had that in the back of my mind. And then I was like, "Yo, if I go this, then Diego and LeBlanc will never kill me. Then we'll never lose."
Sounds like I need to get into Sad Boys chat. I need the dark tech somehow. Gotta bribe my way in from Vaughn.
Yeah, the dark tech goes far and wide over there.
Oh, Rodham grouping up around mid. Oh, that's a big chunk onto Lost. Just one laser. A little unfortunate there.
They got the banana.
They
Got
got the banana,
Soraka.
plus he heals sometimes now.
Yeah, it's like an Alistar passive, where like minions die, or if he kills minions, he heals or gets a takedown. It's similar to that.
Well, Camille gonna be able to take that tower down in the bottom lane. Rest of the map is pretty foggy right now
I think they
for
might look on this
ROTM.
Camille. She's alone.
Ooh, Charm not quite gonna land there from
Ah,
Lost. He's still looking for it though. King Revarus is there. They gotta be careful with the dragon coming up. You don't want to die just right now. I'm not sure if this is soul for either team. I think this is 2 and 2.
yeah,
Ooh, flash from lane. He's got to get out of
yeah.
there. The
It's no
face check
moonfall.
Soraka, maybe not the ideal strategy there.
Just baiting the moonfall for sure. They got the inside track, but they don't really have mid priority here. So,
What's that cooldown on that Ari ult? It's already almost back up. Jeez.
oh wow.
Pickaxe is onto this dragon.
Pickaxe.
Oh, the Poppy W was able to secure that one. It's another objective bounty going to ROTM. Pickaxe gets a big ult. nothing really to follow up, unfortunately. Colbrin and Cardinals trying to kite back away from Mitski. More rockets flying in from Colbrin. He's got another stop. They get another kill. Another reset to try to get away. Zap gonna land. Lost. Still looking for more. He's got a lot of AoE damage, just not quite enough to finish anyone off, and he'll fall there. It's 3 for 2, but they get the dragon. That's probably a positive trade for the team that's behind.
Yeah, and I mean they're catching up. The bounties fell falling off, so
Yeah,
all in all, not bad. The puppy pick pretty good here. You know, stop the Diana. I think she got in range for smite, but probably stopped her up enough to rattle the mind, rattle the finger on the smite key.
well, if you're
Is
expecting the
Diana
dash into the dragon, you have the smite over the dragon. Probably enough. I don't know.
is Diana level 17? I can't tell because cards only puts tab up for like
Yeah,
a blink of an eye.
yeah, 17. I saw it. I'll
Wow,
confirm that one. Maybe my eyes are
Varus
bad, but
is large. Yeah, I don't know, but you still got your Ari and your Jinx coming online. Doesn't feel bad.
yeah, and Cards is unleashed, so he can chill down here in the bottom lane for a little bit while the rest of the squad looks to set up some vision around the Baron.
Yeah. And in theory, in theory, they should win this frontline battle. I think, though, because Ash just doesn't, quite do what Jinx does as far as damage.
Yeah, I also really like the Frozen Heart pickup. It's super good into the Diana and the Ash, as well as being relatively effective against Camille.
Yeah, pretty underrated item in general.
That's more Von Tech. I learned that one though. I got that from the man firsthand.
Oh yeah, Bond's big thing right now is allowing mid.
Well, somehow
It's
they've got
good.
the inside track on mid. They're gonna get
Yeah,
a couple of rockets down onto it. Have to be careful. I like Card's positioning there. He's making sure that Ash arrow can't come out of fog and just ping his AD. This time he can't go immune to sacrifice somebody else instead of himself.
they can't play a little trick on lane this game.
Lost is gonna go up and
Yeah.
collect that wave in top lane. This is
Yes. Sorry,
more.
I haven't been talking very. I've just been watching the Cardinals POV. I was thinking about for a lot of this game. No, I think they're in a good spot. I'm curious if either team tries to make a move on Baron here. If I'm Rodham, I don't. I think I'm just playing for soul here now that we're up 3 drags. I don't feel like they're really incentivized to come force anything crazy here. Um, I don't know. Ooh, well,
No, I think we're just Bing chilling here on the Cards POV cast.
we are incentivized. Go.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
they're hitting
Hawkshot comes out.
they're hitting Baron. They're not doing a whole lot of damage to it, but they're hitting it. Now everybody kind of collapsing from different angles. Ooh, the charm gonna land onto the Diana. They take her down before anything can really happen. That's a big shutdown for Lost. Can he get over the wall? Can he track down any of the carries? Still has another dash to try to get around the wall. Charm not quite gonna land. It looks like Slammed knew that he was there. Now the EQ over the wall. Trying to track down Mitski, get the little slow onto him. They've separated them from the Camille, so feeling a little confident to engage here. And now maybe just gonna sweep back around to the Baron.
Maybe. Yeah, they just got 30 seconds on Diana. I There's no Ash arrow. Cardinals actually did block it. Um, he was not immune, and it doesn't feel like there's really a lot of contest here. I mean, same as
Yeah,
last time. You have Victor who can come in and maybe do some work.
yeah, it's a worry just because the Baron shreds magic resist, but they're gonna run it down mid. They can burn this down. That's a free Baron. They got to get back though. They're gonna lose a tower, maybe an inhib, but you take that trade honestly.
Well, this could be a I don't know.
Yeah, not even gonna be the inhib. It's just the Baron. The dragon's gonna come up soon though. That's gonna be potential soul for Kung Fu Cats.
Yeah, this is really scary, especially for this bot lane that is just getting kind of tracked behind. Well, it looks like the KFC bucket has mostly made its way out of the jungle,
Oh,
but
all right. Well, the Jinx rocket there just to kind of scout. They get the pin into the wall onto the Leona. They have to be careful though. There's the flash moonfall, just takes down Lane. That was a good little play by the Kung Fu Cat's jungler, and Colbrin gets assassinated by Camille on the backside. So gotta get out of here now if you're lost in cards and try to defend. And now that's Mountain Soul for KFC.
yeah. So I was thinking is it's pretty scary to walk in there. Sometimes what people say is you got to recognize it's okay. It's only the third Drake for KFC. You can give it up because obviously it's really risky to just go
Oh,
in
that
there. Your
was only
waves aren't
third.
pushed,
Okay, yeah.
no vision.
No, they
Yeah.
definitely shouldn't have been there then. I thought that was sole point. I lost track of my dragons.
You're good. They might lose double inhib, which is a little scary, but
Yeah, they have Baron to stall it out a little bit. Lost. Oh, just not quite able to find that charm. All these charms that were landing last game have just been a couple of pixels wide this one.
yeah, even still had some good ones. But
Yeah.
I think that's the nature of the champion, right? She looks really good if you're landing all the charms, and she looks a little bit not as good if you're not. But she's also Ori Charm. It's one of those abilities, right, where it's like we can watch and be like, oh, he's missing his charms, but that's like when people watch Yankos miss Nidalee Spears and type Keck W in chat, right?
Yeah.
The ability is easy to dodge if the other team is only has to play to dodge it.
Yeah, they've caught the Diana going for her own blue buff. That's
Ooh, well,
risky business at that point. Lost picks up another kill. I have no idea what the kill counts are right now. I haven't been looking at that one. I don't know if anybody actually bet against Miggy. Oh, the charm underneath the tower. Lane with the shutdown. Scumbag Soraka. But this is a really good looking push now from ROTM. No Diana, no Ashe on the map for
this is
40
a
seconds.
game-ending push.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this might be the game if they can find one more pick, if they can, just wail away enough on these towers. Inhib and mid gonna go down. They're rushing on in. Do they have the minion wave though? It looks like that's kind of the part that stalled out on them. Another
Oh,
one
they
joining
will.
up now. Here comes the minion wave. 20 seconds left on the Diana and Ash as they're starting onto the Nexus towers. Cards buying his time. In comes the solar flare that lands onto Colburn. He's got the charm though. Meanwhile, Asler going in looking for Lost. That might not have been the right target for the Camille. Arian or Leona's the only one into the backline. Now they're going to be able to take down the Camille, and now with the death timer
Ooh.
staggered, that should be the end of the game. Oh, a really well timed keeper's verdict from Cardinals, and just prevents
Oh.
the Diana from getting in. I don't know exactly what's happening. The Nexus is exposed. Cards is hitting finally, and it's pickaxe and cards that it should be able to finish the game here. This, what a good meme to end this one off.
This is a bit silly.
Well, that's a 2-0. I wish we'd gotten the full
Oh, Ari has more
PBV.
kills. Ari has more kills.
Ari has more kills confirmed. All right,
Yeah. Miggy gets points. Boom.
boom.
I
He's
think
the
he
only
bet
one
like
that voted.
it was like 260 points. Miguel did not go the hardest on that one. That's okay.
Yet no one went on the other side, so I'm just gonna return the points. Oh
My bad.
no. All right. Well, Cards POV stream, a big success. It's a 2-0 win for Darkwind. I don't know what happened to that spectate code. That's a little unfortunate. Thanks for memeing with me though, Lexus. I really appreciate it.
Hey, it was fine. It was lower pressure. It just felt a little bit silly after we just started watching Poppy happen.
Yeah. So that's it for the cast tonight. Our next one, assuming that the spectate code works, will be Sunday unless the Masters game gets rescheduled to Saturday again. So we'll just keep an eye on that scheduling tab. We'll always post about it on Twitter. Um, Thanks, Lexus. Hopefully you enjoyed memeing it up here for your first cast. I'd love to have you back anytime you want to come.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think that's it. Let's see. Is there anyone on that we can raid? Aikato's still playing. Let's go raid Aikato.
Ooh,
Cool.
is he still in the grand finals? Dare
I
I ask?
I closed the thing when I memed it up.
Yeah.
Four
Reroll
tabs. This
ad.
one.
Do not.
I think he's about to start the finals actually. So,
Oh, okay.
because it's not in. Oh no, he lost the finals. Okay, he finished second. That's actually still a super good result for him. But
Yeah.
yeah. I think he's going to continue his stream for a while. So go watch Aikido. Cheer him up after a rough grand finals, but a big win, big stomp through the losers bracket, and we'll see you Saturday or Sunday for some more games.
Bye-bye.
Wow, it like auto rated. I didn't have to hit the raid button. That's super weird.
It knows.
All right.